Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. My name's Anna. If you're new here, welcome. Sometimes native speakers use different little phrases for connecting ideas in their speech that might be hard to even make out. One of such phrases is per se. Per what, you might want to ask? It comes from Latin. Per se means by itself or themselves, in itself or of itself, as such, or by its very nature. Those are all its synonyms. We would use it when referring to a specific thing or its qualities on its own to distinguish it from other mentioned things. Let's take a look at some examples.
Watch your words, because they aren't per se weapons, but boy, they can be weaponized. Watch your words, because they aren't per se weapons, but boy, they can be weaponized.
So your words aren't real weapons by themselves. By their very nature, they can't hurt someone physically, but they can definitely be used to hurt someone mentally.
And I saw that the same with young ladies in the class who did not have an interest in sports per se. So I think it depends on the material. And I saw that the same with young ladies in the class who did not have an interest in sports per se. So I think it depends on the material.
So in this example, it's pretty simple. Those ladies didn't have interest in sports as such. They were interested in something else in that class. It's become very popular lately. However, try not to use this word in place of the word necessarily, even though so many native speakers do, because it's considered a misusage, as in this case.
And I'm like, I told you, I don't want my daughter to become a fighter, per se, just because of the business of boxing. And I'm like, I told you, I don't want my daughter to become a fighter, per se, just because of the business of boxing.
So in this case, it'd be better to use the word necessarily. I don't want my daughter to become a fighter necessarily just because of the business of boxing. Now let's break down the pronunciation of this phrase in American English. So the first word per is pronounced with the schwa sound plus an American R sound, our favorite. So the schwa plus R is a strong sound on its own, but not as strong in this word, per se. Push your lips forward, pull the tongue back to the middle of your mouth, and make sure that your tongue doesn't touch anything in your mouth. And if you can hold the R, then you're making it correctly. The next word, in spite of being spelled with an E, is pronounced with a long A sound. Say, per se, per se. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you learned something new. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Until the next one.